That's how I happened to meet him, that Jew, sitting beside the well. I was surprised when he asked me for a drink of water. After all, I was a Samaritan, and Jews believed that we Samaritans were the scum of the earth, and I was a woman, and, well, the law forbid a Jewish man from even speaking to a woman in public, even if it was his own wife. So when he spoke to me, I was afraid, and I didn't know what he wanted. But he asked me for a drink, and then he began talking about living water, and I thought, maybe he knows another source of water. Maybe he knows someplace I can go so I won't have to come to this well in the heat of the day. But I was wrong. But when he understood that I didn't get what he was talking about, he just kept trying to explain it to me. I was amazed. It was like I was important to him. It was like it mattered whether or not I got it. As I dared to look into his eyes, I felt something stir in my heart that had long been dead, and I thought maybe, just maybe, God had not completely abandoned me. As he talked to me, I began to get the sense that it didn't matter whether I was Samaritan or Jewish, whether I was a woman or what. As he talked to me, I began to understand that God loves all people, and that God has life-giving water to give anyone who will simply dare to receive it. As he talked, I began to sense that my life had meaning and value because God had a purpose for me. As he talked, I began to understand that God's love was for me. I could feel that love embracing me and healing me and filling me. And then I understood. It was like I could feel it in the very heart of my being, this well of joy that was bubbling up. I thought I would explode. I simply had to share it with someone. So I ran back to the village, and I didn't even think about what they would think of me. I just needed to tell them they had to come and meet this man. Could he be the Messiah? I don't know. All I know is that in his presence I felt whole. In his presence I felt alive. In his presence I knew that my life had meaning and value and purpose. In his presence I knew that I was a beloved child of God, and nothing else mattered. Well, amazingly, my neighbors listened to me when I came to tell them, and they too came to the well, and they too discovered one who showed them God's compassion and mercy and love. We invited him to stay with us, and over the next several days, he taught us, and he began to tell us that God's love and compassion are like an ever-flowing stream that bubble in the heart of each of us, just waiting for us to come to the well and drink. And he told us that all we had to do to receive God's life-giving, nourishing love and water was to open our hearts, minds, and spirits and allow God's love to flow to us and to flow through us to bless and heal and touch others the way we had been blessed and healed and touched. What was true for me and for each of us at that well is true for you as well. No matter who you are or aren't, no matter what you've done or failed to do, He loves you. And His heart's deepest desire is to enfold you in that love and to quench the thirsting of your soul with His life-giving water. He loves you, and it is His heart's deepest desire to lead you beyond your sadness and sorrow, beyond your fear and grief, beyond your confusion and doubt, into the fullness of everything God created you to be. All you have to do is to drink in His love. He's here at the well, waiting to give you a drink. Could He be the Messiah? The one that will lead you to life? Come, taste.